You see, civilization is supposed to be advancement in wisdom, but not the flamboyance of ignorance. Most of the time today, the packaging is more than the performance of the product. How far can this strategy go in solving the problem of income growth and business reputation? That's about the credibility of what you do. My name is Julius Afolabi, and welcome to this episode of Voice of Transformation. The Voice of Transformation is a consciously designed 90 days project that will help to improve the value of your business, of your career, of your family, your finance, your fulfillment, and your future. Like I said, that civilization ought to be the advancement in wisdom and not necessarily the propaganda or propagation of flamboyant ignorance. Now, why this? One day I walked into a restaurant looking very crispy and trendy, and I made an order for some snacks with my family, and the snack ought to be microwaved. We demanded that it be microwaved, and then the snack was put into the microwave but came out without any warmth. Apparently, the microwave was bad. And I asked, what is the problem? The microwave isn't working or not, or something. And they said, the microwave has a challenge. So why didn't you just tell us from the beginning that it has a challenge? Now, not too long, I excused that and took it in good faith. Not too long, about 1 month after that particular time, stopped by the same restaurant to buy snack, right? But then the same thing repeated itself. So I began to think to myself, what's the essence of looking trendy but not appropriating the end of it? This is the same thing with quite a number of business. But here's my point. My point is that at what level do you solve problems? What kind of problem does your business solve? And at what level do they solve them? That's exactly what controls the fees. Why am I saying this? I got into a conversation with the manager and said, a month ago I was here, and the same kind of cold service that I got was what repeats itself. What is the problem? Why can't you get the microwave fixed in order to be able to service your customers better? Yes, your meat pie may be good, your snacks may be good, but then you will be losing a lot if this service efficiency is not fixed. And he said, well, there's little or nothing that it can actually do. He's reported the case many times, and it's like management is not interested in that particular issue. And so I began to think that at what business, what are the things, what are the other things, the other additives that gives value to the fee that you charge? To a large extent, what controls the fees that you are paid? Remember, I'm a premium results coach, and in my premium results masterclass, these are some of the issues that we consciously deal with. What is the value of your promise? What exactly does your business, what problem does it solve? And at what level is the problem solved? In what environment is it solved? To a large extent, these three factors control your fees. If you want to be highly paid as a business, it is beyond branding. It also involves what? A lot of things other than the packaging, right? Today, packaging sells a lot. It's only part of the package, right? But it is not separated from the substance of the package and every other additives that makes the package worth paying for. For instance, You won't pay a gardener what you would pay a gynecologist, right? You can see that what the problem that they solve are different, and the level at which the problems are solved equally differ. So you don't expect that their fees will be the same. However, a gardener in another environment, right, depending on training and the sophistry of his performance and service delivery, may earn better than a gynecologist in an environment that does not recognize his worth. So, apart from having a fantastic business, who does your business serve? In what location is this business served? And at what level do they solve the problem that they solve? This is practically very important. It's not enough. A lot of people who call themselves thought leaders, but they are actually thought repeaters because they don't have depth. They lack what? The personal value and credibility of substance that can address problems beyond their present value. Are we together? So, to a large extent, it is not enough to have the tools to copy the best of models. It is equally important to have the mastery and the expertise that goes along with the tools or the sophistication of that particular tool, so that you don't have foolish sophistication. Are we together? So, to a large extent, you control your fees by the problem that you solve and at what level this problem is solved and in what environment the problem is solved. So, if you're going to transform your finances too, what are the things that your money goes into? What is the return on your investment and return on your effort? What is the level of control that you as a person exercise over that particular investment? Can you determine when to pull out and when to come in? Very important, right? Likewise, in your relationship, it's not just about being beautiful, right? Beauty is part of the package. But what about character, right? Character is the real fabric of a person, right? Long after beauty would have probably faded or probably undergo some form of depreciation over time, right? Character remains. So we are humans, but different beings, right? And the being is a function of who we are and what we do with who we are, right? So it's practically important that you sit back and look at the fact that what exactly controls my fees? What are the parameters that control my fees beyond my packaging? So visibility is not enough. What is the reliability of the quality that you serve? And what is the viability of your visibility? What have you learned from this episode? If you find this episode interesting, why don't you give it a like and share it? If you've got questions, please put them in the comment box so that we can address them in subsequent episodes. My name is Julius Afolabi, and thank you for watching.